If you're seeing me for the, let me put the products them on. Let me add the products. Show that one. Yes, I've pinned it. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. It's been a while. I've been so busy, but I say no. Let me still come out to like see how my people are going. Thank you so much. If you're joining in for the first time, my name is Grace. I hope everything is clear. I'm trying to set up everything to be okay. So on this live, what we do is I teach method of how we can get into braidings. Yes. So if it's your first time to join me, it's absolutely okay. And this live section is always friendly. Thank you so much for liking the video. God bless you. Aya Mafolusi, you're welcome. Thank you so much, my love. So let me share the video from here. It's been a while because I've been so busy. But I will not forget my students while we are back on track. Even if it's few hours before I keep doing my stuff, let me just come and showcase myself. Yes, thank you so much. So in today's video, normally we do braids online. I teach you techniques of how you can get into braidings, right? So in today's video, I'm going to teach you 3 good methods of how we can get into braiding. If you're here for the first time, it's okay. So let's go on. We're going to catch up as time goes on. So I'm going to be doing 3 methods, quick, easy and quick methods of how you can get into braiding. I'm going to be showing us 3 good methods. Today I've just sent a video on the wrapping round method. I'm going to start with that. When I do the wrapping round method, I'm going to show you the rubber band method. Then I'm going to show you the natural and traditional method of how you can get into braiding. So if you have not braided before and you're thinking, how can I go into this mission? Yes, you can. So I'm here to give you that push a little bit of how you can get into it. So all we need today is our hair training mannequin, which is this, that if you can see it. Then we need extension that we can use for our practicals. Then we need the comb. I'm looking for my tail comb. I don't even know where it disappeared, but we are going to be using this comb today. We are going to be using this one today. So now, before we get on to it, the first method I'm going to be showing, for those of us that doesn't know what braiding is a creative act that we braiders, we use hair and extensions to showcase our artistic skills, right? So unlike the painters, they use the paint and the brush, they showcase their own skill. But the braiders, we use extensions and then hair to do what? To showcase our skill by braiding it. And this is the time you can now have your braids very well in different form, because the weather is nice. You can showcase your braids very well in different colors. So if you're the type that are so good in having colorful hair, this is the time, because the weather is getting brighter and brighter in the Western world. So now let's go on. The first method I'm going to be teaching today is the wrapping round method. I've sent in the video, and then I'm coming here to show you how this is done. So I've already splitted up my hair. The first thing, you split the hair, you have your extension ready. So we're not going to grab our extension. So the extensions I'm going to be using is a medium method, medium size extension. Most people will ask you, how do you know the difference between medium and the small size or jumbo extensions? It all depends on you. My medium, if I choose this as a medium, but the only thing I have to do is that I'll make sure that I have this size as a medium all through my braids. Really. So, but then if you choose this as a medium for yourself, there's no problem. So make sure that when you have that as a medium, when you start your braid with that size, use the same size to complete all your braids, to have a good size of even braid, which is very important. So now I'm going to be using this size of braid, this extension for today. Can everybody see it? Make sure the extensions is properly combed and brushed, and this is the size I'm going to be using. So the next step we're going to do after having the size, thank you so much everyone for joining. If you're joining, just share the videos, and you know the normal thing, tap and make sure that we get it. Let me share, because it's been a while that I've been live, because I've been having so much commitments that didn't make me come live. But I just said to myself, even if it's 30 minutes every day, let me come and show my students and those that are willing to learn how to braid some methods. So today we'll just be having a quick one. So now this is the extension that I'm having, as you can see. Then I'm going to split this extension into ratio 2:1. When you're having your extension, any braids you're doing, always make sure your extensions are split into ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand, as everybody can see it. Can you see it? So this is it. So the one that this is my left hand. This is my left hand, as you can see, because the camera is turned towards me, so it's not the back camera. I'm using the front camera. This is my left hand and this is my right hand. So the smaller one should be on your right hand and the other part should be on your left hand. The 2 times should be on them. If I say let me split this hair into 3, look at it. You find out that we have equal extensions. So you have 2 on this side, you have 1 on this side. The next step that you have to do, take these smaller parts that you have, cross it to the bigger part. So when you cross it to the bigger part, normally because we use 3 strands of hair to do our braids, not 4. That is the reason why you make the one on your right hand smaller. When it's smaller, when you add it up together by crossing it, you find out that when you hold up to it like this, you find out that the extensions are equal in size. Can everybody see it? So now the next step you're going to take, because we're starting with the wrapping round method today. So I'm going to be holding my extension this way. I'm going to repeat it. I'll do the first one because I'm showing only 3 methods today. I don't want to go too much. The 3 easiest methods you can use in getting into braiding. That is what I'm going to be showing us today. So let's start with the wrapping round method first. So now this is the hair being sectioned. Always make sure when you section your hair, comb the hair out. When you're combing the hair out, you remove the knots in it. Don't put, when you're braiding, always remove the knots. Make sure that the hair is nice and smooth by combing it. You don't add up extension into a tangled hair. What it's going to do to the hair is that it's going to break your hair outrightly, because braiding is a protective style that it protects and it grows our hair. So we will do it in a method and a style whereby you're not going to lose your hair. You're going to be adding, your hair is going to be growing. So now this is it. We are having this now. The first one you're going to do, you're going to hold this. This is my left hand. You're going to hold this hair with the left hand. Very, very easy. Thank you, Stacy. God bless you. Everyone that is tapping, share the video as you come in. Share the video, like the video, and support the video as much as you can. So now I'm holding this extension this way. The next step you're going to take, you're going to bring this one. Hold it on your right hand. You're holding this left one with your thumb and index finger. This is the hair, thumb and index finger. Place your extension that you have like this. Place it right here. Then you hold it and secure it with your thumb and index finger. Let me place it so that you can be able to see it. When you hold it this way, the next step, you take the smaller part of it. You go round this way. This is the wrapping round method. The wrapping round method, you go the first one, you go the second one. So when you do the second one, bring out your fingers here. Place your extensions in between this hand. Thank you, Stacy. God bless you. If you're joining, you're welcome. So now just place it in between. The next step you're going to do, split this, your extension and your natural hair into 2. Then that is it. You start braiding. You see how simple this method could be. This method is very, very simple to install your braids. This is called the wrapping round method. I'm going to be showing us 3 methods. We have 9 methods I used to show online, but I'm going to be showing just 3 methods today. The quick ones that we can use in getting into braiding. You see, I'm going to braid this up to the point whereby, look at it. And you see how quick it is to install this method. This wrapping round method, I sent in a video like that, very, very comprehensive video that you can watch. But I said, let me come and showcase how you can do this. For those of us that are joining for the first time, that you've not braided before, and you have that passion to do braids, my dear, this is the time that you have to come and learn the techniques. So all you need is to make sure you have your mannequin training head. It's very, very important when you're training how to do your braids. You need to get one for yourself. Very, very important. So that you can practice whenever you have time, you practice. Because making braids, you need practice. Practice, they say, you make perfect. The more you practice, the perfect you become in making hair. Look at how wonderful this braid is. Can everybody see it? This is the wrapping round method. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. You just joined. Thank you so much. Adeto, Laurie, you're welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a while, but then I said, no, I'm not going to forget my people. Let me come and show them. This is the wrapping round method from the root. Even before now, before I started teaching, I've not been used to this method, but this method, quite most of the professionals, this is the method they use and it works for them. So that is the reason why I'm coming with this 3 method. If you're the type that would like this method and say, okay, I want to stick to this method, keep practicing with this method. Before you know it, it's very nice and secure. Look it from the root. The hair is so nice and secured. Angela just joined. You're welcome. Christina, Maguba, everyone that is joining, thank you so much. Whatever your question is, please, that is how it works. Put it on the comment section. I'll be able to answer yours. I've done the first one. I'm going to repeat this again. The wrapping round method. Then we'll do the rubber band method in the middle. Then the last one I'm going to do is the natural and traditional method. How you can get into braiding. Quick and easy way you can do your braids. So you need it now. So let's go ahead. If you're just joining, Sandra, Mel, Sabrina, you're all welcome. Everyone that is joining, Mel, please like the video, share the video. Let's go ahead. So this is the first one. I'm going to repeat the same method again because I sent that video in today. It's a comprehensive. For the YouTube, I'm going to send that video by 12 p.m. This wrapping round method. Don't worry. I'm going to send it after I finish this live. I'm going to post it this morning. So I'm just waiting to post on different times to see how it goes. So now this is the second one we are going to be doing based on the wrapping round method. So if you have any question for me, let me know. This is braiding with GraceLawendhair. So this is our extension. So I'm going to quickly grab the extension. Most people like the extension. When you're doing your braid, you need your extension to look like this. If you don't have an extension that is already prepped, you need your extensions to be prepped like this. Normally, I teach us how to do the preparation like this because you need this tip to be like this to have a good finishing end. If not, your braid is going to be unraveling. We don't want your braids to unravel. So let's go ahead and take the extension. I'm using the medium method. I'm going to stick on my medium. So it's not a point whereby for you to be able to regulate your extensions and to know the sizes, you need to stick on one size. You need to stick on one size of extensions. Not that when you pick medium, the next hair you're going to do, you do micro. The next hair you're going to do, you do jumbo. No. People will just notice it immediately that this one is not a professional, it's just a beginner. But when you learn in the right way, even as a beginner, you're going to start doing the right thing. So now we have the extension. I'm going to split it into 2 again, into ratio 2:1. Mommy Sophie, thank you so much for joining. Everyone that is joining, God bless you. Abina, I just saw you. Thank you so much. Yvonne's, Mel is liking the video. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together and like the video. Share the video. Even the little time that we are going to stay, let's make most out of this. This is the weather time. It's nice now to do braids. Is it time for you to showcase your braid? When you have it in different colors, it's going to be super nice. So now I'm going to split this extension into ratio 2:1, meaning that the smaller part will be on your right hand, while the other 2 parts, the 2 bigger parts, will be on the left hand. Then when you add it up, like taking the smaller part and cross it over to the bigger part. Let me do it again because most people are always confused. Thank you so much for joining. Most people are always confused when you're crossing the hair. Look at the hair. The reason why we have this ratio 2:1 is because we need 3 strands of extensions to braid our hair. We don't do with 4. So when you have this bigger part, you have the smaller part. When you take this smaller part, cross it to the bigger parts, then you're going to merge the 2 smaller parts together. It's going to form one part of this bigger one. Can everybody see it? I hope my explanation is good enough for us to understand. If you didn't understand what I mean by that, let me know on the comment section. I'm going to explain more. Look at it. Braids, for those of us that are beginners, because this class is a beginner-friendly class. And I explain it right from the root for you to understand what you're going to do. So now that we've crossed it, we're doing the wrapping round method. This method is very, very easy. As much as doing the rubber band method, the next one we're going to do natural and traditional method of how you can do what? Install your braiding. So now let's go ahead and do this wrapping round method. I'm doing one small again. So after doing one small again, I'm going to do other method. If you have any questions and you need to know, please go ahead and ask me on the comment section. So after having your hair sectioned, you're going to comb the hair. Always make sure the hair you're installing the extension on is properly combed. Always make sure that it's properly combed. The reason is that if you don't comb this hair and this part of the hair is tangled and you install your extension, when you're taking the hair off, you notice what will happen. You will be losing your hair because it's tangled already, and you're having this hair between 4 to 8 weeks on your hair and you don't comb the hair. No, make sure you comb it. When you comb it, it will allow that hair, when you're taking it off, tangle free, the hair will just grow on underneath. You find out that your root is growing instead of losing your hair naturally, because to do braiding is a protective style, and it protects us and it grows your hair as well. So now let's go ahead. I'm having this one. I've crossed this extension, and this is how it is. You're going to hold it like this. My thumb, my index finger, this is the middle finger, this is the ring finger, and this is the little and pinky finger. We use our fingers to do hair. So when you hear me say I'm holding it with my thumb and index finger, notice it that I'm saying this is the thumb and index finger. These two fingers, as you can see, they play very, very vital roles when you're doing hair. And as a beginner, if you know you can confidently install your braid and can do your braids, it's going to help you to move up into doing your cornrows. People don't know it. If you cannot do braid, now how can you start? Because we're going to split this into 3 sections. We are coming into that session, but let's go ahead and do this wrapping round method, quick and easy. So now you're holding this with your right hand, thumb and index finger like that. Then you come to the other part, use your left hand. This is my left hand. Hold on to the hair you're going to install. Wrapping round method. Place this one, the middle of this right here, then you secure it with your thumb and your index finger. So when you secure this with your thumb and index finger, take this one, the small part of it, and start wrapping it round. You do the first one, 2 times is enough. Don't do more than 2 times because it's going to be too tight. So when you do the second one, you cross it like this, open up your palm like this, place this extension in between the ring finger and the middle finger. You put it there. Then you now come here. The extensions will open for you. Split this natural hair into 2. Then you go ahead and secure this hair. You have braided this hair. You see how simple this installation is. If you have not done braid before and you're seeing this wrapping round method for the first time, it's very, very easy to install. Look at it. You go ahead and start braiding. So all I'm going to say at this point is that because we are doing the natural and traditional method, you're going to split this hair a little bit, natural hair, give it to this one that doesn't have hair, then you continue. Make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair anytime you're doing it. Look at it. You're tucking in. It will make your braid look so neat. Let me do that. Cover it, you go ahead and start braiding. You see how it looks? You're not seeing my natural hair on my braids. All you do. Thank you so much, everyone that is joining. Lona, I can see you all. You're all welcome. Hi, sis. The head of your basket is that one you use. Okay, this one I'm using, I don't think they have it here, but the other 2 types, the one you're just seeing on the one you're seeing on the basket is this one. I'm going to put the other Afro type. The other Afro type is this one. Don't worry. Sorry for the distraction. I'm going to explain. Let me go ahead and fix this one. Yeah. So now let's go ahead. You're going to go and start braiding up the hair by doing what? Using your extensions to cover your natural hair. You're tucking them in. Make sure it looks nice and neat. When you place your braid is going to look nice and neat. Let's finish this up. Then I'll show you how this is done. So now the next one we are going to do after completing this, let me do fast because I don't want to waste our time. We don't have too much time to look at it. Wrapping round method. Can everybody see it? Wrapping round method. This method is simple. As a beginner, you try and use this method. It's very, very simple. This is the wrapping round method. So simple to install your braid. Very, very simple. It's 3 easy way. I'm going to do the 3 method I'm going to show you today. The first 2, they are all easy methods to get in as a beginner. But the other one, that is when people find very difficult to install. But I'm still going to show you online here because I want you to get used to it. Thank you so much for the gift, Venen. Thank you so much and God bless you. Let's see if our sound is working. Did I even put all this on? Yes, it's working. Make sure that everything is working on fine. Thank you so much for the gift and God bless you for that. We do so many styles here. We do so many. It's just that because the past 3 weeks that I've been so occupied with things, I can't even come live. I said, no, I miss my people. Every time I'm staying without coming, I'm like, oh my God, no, let me come. Even if it's 30 minutes every day, let's do something. Even if it's 30 minutes every day, I have to do something. Create that time in between. So now let's go. I'm going to show you the method of using. Now, this is the wrapping round method, as you can see, well secured. Next one I'm going to do, I love this. Thank you so much. For the very first time you've not done hair, you want to try this hair, even without using this method, I'm going to show you the rubber band method that you can use. Just one method that you can use to do this hairstyle. And at the end of the day, you still get the same result. Now, I've splitted this hair. I'm going to comb it. Watch the way I'm going to do this rubber band method. If you're here for the first time, you've not done hair before, you're really interested in doing braids, or you want to start making your kids' hair, you don't know how to do it, this is the method I'll recommend for you at first to be able to go into it. So now all you need for this method, you need a rubber band. Look at this small rubber band. We all use the rubber band to do our kids' hair when they are little. Look at it. They come in different colors. But I just prefer to get the black one, which is this. So what we're going to do at this point is that you're going to take, this is your extension. You need extension on this rubber band. You need your comb and your training mannequin head. So now after splitting up this hair, I've combed it already. Can everybody see it? So what you're going to do at this point, you're going to split this hair into 2. Look at it. Split this hair into 2 equal parts. After sectioning the hair, split it into 2. This method I love so much. Even as a new beginner, you can do this. Anybody can use this method to do the hair for the kids. Very, very easy, secured, painless. So now I've split this hair into 2. Then you go ahead, get your extension. This is my extension. We're using the same size because I'm using a medium method. If you're doing a jumbo, go ahead and get jumbo. If you're doing a micro method, a size, go ahead and use a micro size of extension when you're using it. Split your extension into 2. I've already said you split it into ratio 2:1. When you split it into ratio 2:1 at this point, the one you're going to install in the middle is the little one. Look at it, ratio 2:1. Can everybody see it? Can you recommend a mannequin that has afro hair? Okay, let me pin it down, my dear Stacy. Let me pin that one down. Stacy, let's show that one on. That one is 24 pounds. That's so good. Yes, have you seen that? Pin it down. The one that have the afro hair is this, and it's very, very, very good. So now go ahead. I've pinned it down. Thank you so much, Stacy, for liking the video. So now this is it. Let's hold on to this one. The method we're using is ratio 2:1. The one I have on my left hand is the bigger part. Take this one that is the bigger part, put it on one side. As a new beginner, from step to step, you're going to get it. The smaller part of the extension, go ahead and equate this hair. Make sure they are on the same length like this. Do you see what I've done? Make sure they're on the same length. So when you find it on the same length, take it in the middle. Place it right there in the middle. You see it? As a beginner, you want to do your kids' hair, go ahead and use this method. When you put it in the middle, you go ahead and just close it up. Use your rubber band. Normally, you can use one rubber band to do this. I used to double it here because I don't want it to snap. If you find out that the rubber band you're using snap very easily, double it. But if it doesn't snap very easily, just use only one. One can serve. So now when you do this, secure this hair this way. Can you see it? Secure it. Go ahead and secure it. You're a first timer, you don't know how to braid. You're a mother, you want to start doing your kids' hair, please go ahead and use this method. The reason why I recommend this method is that the kids will not, it's not painful, because when you're a beginner and you're trying to secure the hair from the root, it's always painful because you're trying to make sure that that hair is well secured. And for the person sitting down to do the hair, they'll be crying if they are kids. Oh my God, why are they holding my hair so tight like that? But if you use this method, it's not going to be, it's really painless. Can everybody see it? You just go ahead and do this. Split it into two, pull it on both sides. So when you do that, you release the hair down. The next step you're going to do now, grab the extensions that is 2 times bigger. We're going to braid this hair now. So let's go ahead. I'm holding the extension that is 2 times. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Venny. Thank you so much, and God bless you, Venny. God bless you. Let's give her a chest. Thank you so much. So now, the next step, if you know you have not followed the accounts and you're here watching me, go ahead, give the account follow because you're not going to be looking for me all over the platform. So just go ahead. Thank you so much. You just follow. Thank you so much. God loves me. Just followed. You're welcome to the team. So now this is it. You just hold this one. After putting it, hold it with your left hand, thumb and index finger the way I'm holding it. Take the middle of this hair, place it right there. This method is called the rubber band method. This method is so good for every beginners that wants to do hair. So now, when you hold it with your thumb and index finger, if you have not braided before, this is the method. If you're a right-handed person, you always start your braid with your right hand. If you're a left-handed person, start with this one, the left one. Because for me, I'm a right-handed person, I'll go ahead and start with this right hand. And now, another explanation I have to give is that when you're doing this rubber band method, the natural hair tends to be in the middle. Just don't worry about it. I'm going to show you, the more you grow into knowing how to do this hair, the better you become. So you take this one from your right hand, you bring it into your left hand. I've started braiding already. Then you grab this one, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand, hold it. From your left hand, you bring it from your left hand into the right hand. My dear, you started braiding this hair. At this stage, let me explain something to you. As a beginner, at this stage, if I ask you to be splitting the natural hair into this, everything will unravel. But when you practice the first one, you practice the second one, and you find out that you're confident enough to do this rubber band method, that is when you now split your natural hair. But at this point, I'm not going to split the first one. Let me not split it. When I'm doing the next one, I can split it and show you. What you're going to do, take the extension that you have in the middle, cover the natural hair, then you start braiding. Because let me assume I'm the beginner showing you how to do this one. So you don't go ahead, start braiding. Because I don't want this hair to unravel. You go ahead and braid until you finish braiding. When you practice this 2 to 3 times, and at the end of the day, you find out that when you're doing this, you're getting used to it. You can now split that natural hair in the middle to other extensions. I will do the next one, then I'm going to split it to show you what I mean by that. But if you're practicing for the first time, just go ahead, use your extensions to cover the natural hair, go ahead and start braiding it. Then 2-3 times, after doing that, you're going to get used to it. Let me show you. The next one I'm going to do, I'm going to split the natural hair into other extensions. This is it. Can everybody see it? Rubber band method. For those of us very secured, nice and neat. Thank you so much. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. So all we do online is they'll teach you how to braid with different techniques and different methods, and you're going to definitely learn. If you're the type that you have that passion for the hair, you want to start with braids, or you just want to stick with braids have money more than other hair, except on, the extension. Let's not go too much in full details. But if you're doing braids, you earn more money because it's time consuming. And when you learn it very well, you're going to find out that you've learned something good for yourself. Yes, you can never lack money from having these skills. And everywhere you go, you carry yourself. Like the way I am now, I can relocate to anywhere in this world, and my skills is with me. I'm not carrying any shop around. I'm carrying my shop is with me. So when I go, I'll just go ahead and tell people, or put it online. Everything is online. I do braids, and I do, before you know, you start having your clients, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and do the next one. I'm going to practicalize this again, the rubber band method. Then we'll now go into the natural and traditional method. If you now have any question for me at that point, when we finish all the method, let me know. I'm going to repeat some of them at one point, because we have a time schedule before we leave. So now let me go ahead and do this. So if you're a beginner and you want to get your mannequin training head, they are all, I've pinned them down. The natural one, they have it. Let me go ahead and get the stand is there as well. If you want the stand, it's on the showcase. You just go ahead, because you need the stand to be able to look at my stand here. Most people will purchase only the hair, and when you purchase only this hair for the training, it comes out with, let me show you, let me show us how this comes. It comes in a form like this. Look at the box. I still have my boxes on where I get my mannequin training hair. They come in boxes like this. So if you're the type that cannot afford the stand and you have a very flat table, you can go ahead and get this. This one comes with this. Look at the hair. It comes with this on the box. Then you take this one, place it like this. So when you place it, where is it going? When you place it in the, okay, there's something, okay, I put some things under this one. Let's use the other one. Let's use this one. Let me use this other one to practicalize this. Let's use this other one. Let me use this one. So when you have it this form, it comes with this. You just go ahead and place it there. Look at it. It will stick. You use this nozzle and hook it there. So when you hook it, you're going to open this place. Look at it. If you have a flat table, it's good. You just go ahead and open it and stick it. When you open it, put it on the flat table, then you screw it up again. It's going to hold. But if you're the type that doesn't have any flat table like me, I don't have flat table in this house at all. My dining is not flat. The way they built it is different. So now you're going to get a stand for yourself like this, a stand. So that you when you have that stand, the stand is very, very adjustable in a form whereby when you put the stand, if you want it very long, if you're standing and you are very tall and you want this to be up, if you're not training, you bring it up. It's adjustable. Let me show us how this stand works. Okay, look at it. You increase it inside. If you want to bring it down, you decrease it again. And it stays like this. So let's not deviate too much. I got some energy I want to release. What is your Gmail? My Gmail, okay. So now let's go ahead and continue our training. So if you're the type that want to purchase it, because most people are saying recommend this for us, I will explain what is good for you to use, and you just go ahead and get it. Then once you get it, you have it for life. So you go ahead and split this one. I'm going to show you the rubber band method again. And at this point, I'm going to assume I'm the beginner doing this hair. I'm going to split the natural hair into other hair. I'm not going to just leave the natural hair on one middle as we did the first time. There's the clip. We also need our clip for training. If you don't have your clip, get one for yourself. So now I'm going to be brushing this hair. Let's go ahead. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to this live. Very, very welcome. So go ahead and comb it. Don't forget to always comb your hair. Don't. I know the reason. Most people, when they are doing their hair, they'll think, oh, the hair is painful. Let me not comb it. Because if you don't comb it, you'll be losing hair. They won't come to you again to do their hair. So now, the next step we're going to do, I'm going to grab my extension. My extension is going to be ratio 2:1. This is the size I'm going to be using. So after getting this size, the next step I'm going to do now is to split this extension into ratio 2:1. Look at it. The one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Any braids you want to do. Let me position myself very well because I'm streaming on my 3 platform. Let me position myself very well. Look at it. So now what you're going to do, because you're trying to do the rubber band method, which is, I know most people will say, even if you're learning how to braid, most people will not like the rubber band, which is okay. I know, but if you're the type that want to have a quick one, a quick start without being discouraged, go ahead and use it. Take the bigger part of the extension, put it on one side. Then you now grab the smaller part. When you have the smaller part, split this hair into two. This is my second time to repeat this. Then the next one I'm going to do the natural and traditional method, which most of the beginners, they find it very, very difficult to install that hair, but I'm going to show you how it's done. So now you split this one into two. Can everybody see it? Split it into two equal parts. So when you split it into two equal parts, because you've sectioned your hair into ratio 2:1, take the smaller part of it. When you take the smaller part of it, equate it this way. When you equate it, take the middle part of the extension, place it right here in the middle. The next step you're going to do, take this one. I know if you're just joining, you met us when we were doing the rubber band method. We've just done the wrapping round method. But watch and just pay attention. When we finish all the method and you have any question to ask, go ahead and ask me. If you want me to repeat any of them, go ahead and I will repeat it. So now what you're going to do, take it and do what? Clap it together and use your rubber band. I'm using 2 rubber bands. You can decide to use 1 rubber band. I don't want it to snap. If I try it now, it might just snap. I don't want it to snap. So you just go ahead and secure it with this rubber band. What this rubber band will do for you as a beginner, it's that it will secure the hair from the roots that you cannot install. Yes. And another advantage for using this rubber band is for those of us that have little kids, and as a beginner, you want to learn how to do hair, use this rubber band method. The reason is that it's not going to hurt those children. It's painless. You just go ahead, secure it this way, and start braiding. Because most people know how to braid. They know how to do the 3-strand braid, but they don't know how to secure the extension from the root. This is a quick method you can use in securing installing the extension to the root by using the rubber band method. So when you do this, you've secured it. Make sure you exhaust all the rubber band, not too tight. You see, it's not too tight. Then what you're going to do next is that split this hair into 2. Pull it on both sides. You see the way I just pulled it. When you pull it on both sides, that pulling you're doing it is securing the hair more to the root. Don't make it too tight, because the more you pull it like this, the tighter it's going to be on the root. We don't want it to be too tight. So when you do that, the next step you're going to do, bring this one down. Hair secured in the root. The next thing is to braid. So as a beginner, try this one first. It's going to help you to get into braiding. We teach you how to move forward by doing other methods that are very important. So now the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to be holding this extension that is 2 times bigger than the one we just installed in the middle. Make sure you place it in a form whereby it's going to be on the equal length. So adjust your mannequin. Position yourself before you start braiding. So you hold this. When you hold on to this, what you're going to do is that you're going to hold it. This is my left hand. Thumb and index finger is holding on to this. Then you take this one in the middle, place it right there and hold it with your thumb and index finger. This is a simple way to get into braiding. I'm assuring you, most people have used it and they confirmed it. You press it down with your thumb and index finger. If you're a right-handed person, start with your right hand. You just go ahead from my right hand into my left. You grab this one in the middle, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Take the left part of the braid, bring it into your right. Now you're learning this method, you're learning how to braid the hair as well. So when we come to this point, I started braiding this hair. So let's assume now I'm going to be splitting this natural hair into hair. I'm not doing this. The first one I did it as a beginner without splitting the hair. So now I splitted my natural hair into other hair. Can you see it? Then you now go ahead and start braiding. So make sure that you use your extensions to cover your natural hair. This is my natural hair. This is the extension. Bring this natural hair here. Use your extension to be on top. When you position it, it's going to remain that way until you finish braiding. The reason why we do that is that it's going to make your braid look more neater. Can you see how the braid is? Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Grant, is it Kandu? MU, you're welcome. Like Don, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. God bless you all. As you're joining, God bless you. So now let's go. I said, let's try let's go ahead and keep braiding. Then you now see the outcome of this. So as a first timer or as a beginner that wants to start doing hair, if you try this method, it's going to help you. Then moving to other methods. Let me braid it up to the point whereby the hair will stop. Then I'll stop. I don't want to waste our time. So now this is it. Can you see it? Beautiful. Can everybody see it? Beautiful. I hope you can see it. Yes, on the Facebook, this is on the TikTok, and this is YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. Thank you so much. Omawumi just joined. You're welcome. Please, as you join, share the video, like the video. So now we have done 2 methods from the rubber band method. We did 2 methods from the wrapping around method. So the next method we are going to do now is the natural and traditional method. The method that most people find very, very difficult to install. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to be, let's use a brown extension, or no, let me use the same extension to be able to show us how you can do the, I have a bag of extensions, look at it. Every time you come here, all the extensions is everywhere. So now let's go ahead and use this one that we are using already to showcase. Yes, I have them here. So then we're going to do natural and traditional method now. So just pay attention and watch it. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the community. If you know you have not followed, you go ahead and follow the account. If you know you've not joined the community, click on the community, because you're going to learn a lot from GraceLawendhair. I do a lot of styles. I come out with different techniques of how you can make it easy for you to go. Thank you so much, Tio, for joining, for sharing the video. God bless you all. Let's give cheers to everybody that is functioning. That cheers goes to everybody that is participating. Thank you so much. If you have anything on the comment section, please, any question, put it on the comment section. I'm here to answer. Evelyn just joined. You're welcome, Evelyn. Thank you so much for coming into the house. So now this is the extension. We are going to do natural and traditional method. Watch this method. I'm going to split my hair. This is the hair we're going to be working with. We do all sorts of things on this online, but today I just came out with the 3 quick methods that you use in getting into braiding. For those of us that want to use braiding as a business, for those of us that want to learn it for fun, for those of us that want to learn it to do for the kids, you're all welcome. You want to learn how to do hair for yourself, you're welcome. This is the time and this is the place. So now I'm going to be grabbing the extension. Look at it. I'm using a medium extension to show you how to do this. You are going to watch my hands. I'm going to be facing this way to show you how to do this, because normally when you're braiding hair, you're facing backwards. But yes, I'm going to show you this so that you can see it very, very well. So now I'm going to split these extensions into ratio 2:1. Don't forget that. Anytime you see Grace online, you say ratio 2:1. Anywhere you hear it, you know that we use it. It's applicable to our extensions. We do that mathematics in class, but now it's applicable to splitting our extension to do our braids. Let's bring it in. So now we are going to have the smaller part, which is here, and we have the bigger part, which is on my left hand. Take this one that you have on your right hand, place it on the left hand, because we need what? We need 3 strands to do our braids. Can you see how equal it is now? The making your extensions this way it will help your braids to look even. Let's give it a 60 to 70%, helping your braids to look even, because all your extensions are equal. Can you see it? So now, before you start installing the braid, so now if you're going to install this braid, because I'm doing a natural and traditional method, there are different ways to hold it. Most people, what they do, they just go ahead and hold their extensions this way and they install it. For me, I teach us how to hold extension on one hand. Most people have learned it online. Yes, this is how I learned. Yes, I know. Yes, thank you so much, Willow Morrow. Yes, he said this is how I learned. Yeah, we bring different techniques so that most people will know how to do different techniques, because people find this very, very difficult to do this method. Yes, that is why I'm showing you how to do the rubber band method to quickly do it, how to do the wrapping round method to quickly. There's a lot of method. We have 9, but I'm only showing 3 today. So now let's go ahead. If you want to hold your extensions on one hand, now that you have done it this way, this is my right hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little or pinky finger. So what you're going to do, take your thumb and index finger to hold onto this strand. Can you see it? On your left hand, thumb and index finger hold onto this one. You see the last strand that is left? Bring your 3 supporting fingers that is shaking, place it there. So when you place it there, it's going to look like this. Make it very firm. I want to hold these extensions on one hand. I teach you how to hold it because that is how I do it. You might know different method, and if it's working for you, go ahead. But for me, when you come onto my life, I'll teach you how to hold your extension on one hand to be able to secure your natural and traditional method. So now when it's like this, take your middle finger, look at the middle finger, place it like this on it. You're only turning your right hand. This is my right hand. You're only going to turn this right hand. The left hand is going to stay on its own. Take your right hand, turn it this way. So when you turn it this way, you see my index finger is coming out here. It will come out this way. You see it? When you hold it, you're holding your extension on one hand. I'm going to install this hair. If you have any question, because I'm going to repeat it like several times for us to know this. But let's go ahead. This is the hair we're going to working with. I'm going to be facing us now to install this one. Look at it. Then what you're going to do. Now you're holding the extension on one hand. Look at this one coming on my index finger. This one was displaced on my index. It will be the first one that you're going to grab. So now this is my left hand. Let's move this backward. This is my left hand. Hold your hair now with your hands like this. Take the extension now. Come this way. Look at it. Come this way. This one. Split the natural hair first. When you split the natural hair, look at it. Grab this one. See this one? Falling on your index finger on your left. Take it first. So when you take it first, you grab it to this side. Take your index finger on your left hand. Come in between the natural hair here. You're going to put your hands, split it into 2. Get your hands out from that other extension. Then you use your thumb and index finger and secure it there. You're releasing your other hand. Free this hand. Then now, take this other hair now. Look at it. You started braiding now. You've installed it. You go ahead and start braiding. Well secured. It's going to be so easy for you to braid this hair in. Can you see it? Now, when you're using the natural and traditional method, it automatically splits the hair into 3. Look at this. For another method is that most people, when they are braiding, they learn how to braid and they start braiding upwards like this. When you install your hair, if it's working for you, continue to braid upward. But at this point, you're going to flip your hands. Look at my hands. You do this way. You see the way I just did it? You flip it. Then you start braiding downwards. Yes, I love it. Yes. So you now go ahead and start braiding downwards. Because when you braid downwards, it's going to help you at first to be able to tuck in your extension. When you're braiding upwards, it's not possible. If you want to prove it, I can do one example for you for us to know. So when you're braiding, you take your natural hair. This is my extension. Cover it like this. You're tucking it, position it. So when you're braiding, the extension comes on top of it and you keep braiding. You keep braiding until you finish your braids. Can everybody see it? So when you do this, it's going to just help you to get into the braiding. Can you see how it's installed? Let me quickly just go into this. I'm going to drink water a bit. My throat is getting dry. 1 minute. Just a little bit. So now, this is the braids. Can you see it? Natural method. We are going to do it again because most people, when they see natural and traditional, that's why when I'm teaching, I don't start with the natural and traditional method because it puts people off. They say, I've tried it several times. The root is not secured. I don't know what to do with it. That is the reason why I start with a method. We started with a wrapping round method today. Very easy to install. Then the next one we did was the rubber band method. Super easy to install. Then this other method, easy to install, but then you have to know the techniques of how you can get into this. It's going to be easier for you. And the more you practice to do it, the better you become. If you have not, I've just pinned down the mannequin training head. For those of us that want, where is it now? This one I just pinned down. When you first of all get the mannequin training head I've pinned down, it comes like in an afro. This is a human hair. It comes in afro form. The more you comb it out, the more it straightens. If I add water to this now, to come back to its coils. But now I just like it, and it's 8 inches. If you don't want something that is too long, you go for this. But if you want something that is long a bit to practice, I'm going to as well pin it down, or you can go into the showcase box to get, look at it. That one is cheap. It's 14 pounds. This type, this one. For you to practice, you need something to practice. You need a training head. This one is 14 pounds. Very, very cheap. I don't know if they added the posting cost to it, because sometimes they will make the product cheap and the posting cost will now equate the price to the same. Most people will say they are selling the thing for 25 pounds, but at the end of the day, it's postage free. So when it's postage free, you're almost paying the same thing. Just choose one. Save, if you want to save money to get this, save between 25 pounds to 30 pounds. You're going to be able to get one for yourself, including the postage fee. So now let's go ahead and do another practical, unnatural, and traditional method. And now when I'm doing this one, I'm going to be facing this way. Now let's do it in 2 ways. I'm going to be facing this way. Let me do this one. Let me take hair from this part. Let's take hair from this part. So if you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to the live. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's do the right thing as you're liking the video. Thank you so much for everyone that have supported this live to this point. Even if it's 30 minutes every day, I'm going to be showing up to keep going, because most people need to be encouraged to get into this. So, but then I've been looking for time, because normally I say 2 hours online when I'm doing this. I'll be busy. I'm very, very busy this time around. So anytime you see me, really go ahead and practice. So now let's go. We are going to be taking our extension in the ratio 2:1. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And I'm using medium size. Can you see what I've done so far? Even with the practice I'm doing, I'm making sure that all the extensions I'm taking is a medium size extension. Can you see it? So now I'm going to be splitting this extension into ratio 2:1. This one is slightly bigger. Let me remove it. I'm going to split it into ratio 2:1. Then when I split it this way, let's go ahead and do this. So when you split this one, ratio 2:1, let me explain ratio 2:1. Look at it. Ratio 2:1 is that when you split something into 3 equal parts and you give 2 to one side and you take 1, like the way we share things when we are when we are growing up, you share things. You say, because I'm the senior person, I'm going to take the bigger parts. Okay, we give this left to the bigger one, then we take the right, give the right hand the smaller part. So we're going to take this one and cross it. Use it and cross it. When you cross it this way, look at the extension. It's going to be equal. It's equal. Very, very important. It's equal. So now we are going to be installing, because now we are going to be doing the natural and traditional method of how you can install your extension. I'll show you how I hold my extension on one hand. Most people, I show you how I do mine. I will not go. I'll be showing you. Most people, they do this way. If it works for you, they do this way and they install it. But for me, I hold it on one hand. So now I'm going to use the thumb and index finger, hold on to this one. Thumb and index finger, hold on to this one. Then my 3 supporting fingers is going to be holding onto that one. So now you make it firm. If you don't make it firm, you're not going to get it. And now it's very, very easy. Apart from me explaining this to you, if you get it once, it's easier for you. Look at it. Let me show you. Just like this. It doesn't take 1 minute to do that. But explaining it to you for you to get the method of doing it takes even more than 1 minute. But if you know how to do it, when you're doing hair, it's just part of you. You just do this. And you just install very, very quick. So now let's go ahead and do it again. Thumb and index finger holding on to this. Thumb and index finger with this one. Then the other part, you place it this way with your supporting finger. Hold it, make it firm. Use this hand, look at it, the middle finger, place it like this. Then you turn your hands. Turn the right hand. Then you bring your index finger out from here. So when it's like this, you have it. This one that you have on the index finger will be the first hair you're going to take when you're installing the hair. Okay, now let's go ahead. I'm going to be facing this time around, because I was facing the other side. Let me face front this time so that you can be able to see what I'm doing. So now at this point, this is the hair we're working with. You're going to, as you're holding your extensions on one hand, you have your thumb and index finger. Slightly use that your thumb and index finger to hold onto this hair. Look at it. When you hold it like that, you free your left hand. This is my left hand, yes. Free your left hand. Now when you free your left hand, you now split this hair. Look at it, because we're automatically going to split the hair into 3. Use your left hand to take the natural one, first one. Then you now grab this extension. Look at it. Grab it from there. Look at it. When you take it, take your middle finger. Look at my index finger, sorry. When you take your index finger, use your index finger to split this hair into 2. Then you put your hand across here. Look at it. My nails are just coming up. You put it there. So when you put it there, you free your other hands as well. So when you free it, you're going to now look at the results you're going to get now. You start braiding now. Take your index finger, bring it into the other part of it. Then you start. This is where most people have problems to secure it from the roots. Then when you're secure it to the roots, but don't make it too tight. You just go ahead and secure it. Plait it like 4 times. You see, when you're securing, you do that like 4 times. When you now do that, you release your hand. Don't braid upwards. Most people will continue to braid upwards. If you're the type that are used to braiding upward and it works for you, go ahead. But if you know it doesn't work for you, this is the time you have to flip your hands when you install the hair. What you're going to do, see my hand, you just do your hand this way. You turn it, you flip it. Flipping your hands when you're braiding. You now position the hair downwards instead of braiding upwards. So you now go ahead and start braiding. At this point, this is the point whereby you use your extensions to cover your natural hair. Tuck it in. It will make your braid look neat, and it will make the braid look last longer as well. The reason why it will make your braid last longer as well, because when you braid your hair and you're seeing your natural hair all the time on the braid, you see natural hair, when it start popping up, you see that the braid will start looking as if it's getting old. But if you're tucking it in, it's going to make it very, very super, and it will last longer and it will look more neater all the time. Look at it. Can you see it? Then you continue to braid until you finish your braiding. Can you see how it's done? So if you're the type that you said, oh, I don't know how to braid, you will learn how to braid from here. You will learn how to install them from here. So start with your natural hair first before you start installing it. Normally, I train maybe once in a while. I used to do the training all the time for those of us that doesn't know how to braid with this extension. Look at this, with this extension. If you don't know how to braid at all, this is the extension I use in training us how to braid without the extension, with just the natural hair. Yeah, so when you do this one and you perfect your 3-strand braid, you can now move up to the point whereby you start installing extensions. But most people, they are quick learners. They learn it with extensions straight away, which is okay. So, but if you know you find it very difficult to learn with the extensions, you go ahead and learn the braids. Learn it with the natural hair first. Can you see it? You see how secure this hair is from the roots. Beautiful braids. Can you see it? All of them are equal. Beautiful braids. So now, if we have any question, we have another 15 minutes to stay here before we end, because I have an appointment today. I have to be going for my appointment. We have 15 minutes more. If you have any question, so far this morning, we've done the wrapping round method, which is this one. Normally, everybody depends on you. If you find out that when you practice this and the wrapping round method is working for you, stick to it. All you just have to do is start practicing and doing more braids, because the more you practice, the better you become, because you need speed to do braids. If you're the slow type, you're going to slip on braid, or you have to practice to be fast when you're making your braids. You have to practice to be quick. And how can you achieve practicing your speed? Practicing your speed is more of time you braid. Even if when you have your training head and you're free, you're not doing anything, keep braiding onto this. Don't just do one and leave it. Keep braiding. So the more you braid, you can even time yourself. Let me see how much time in 1 minute, whether I can finish one braid. That is how you will learn to be fast, because you need it. You need speed when you're doing braid. If not, it'll take you 2-3 days to do one braid. No. There are some braid, when you see it, it takes you like 4 hours, 2 hours, up to 8 hours. It depends on how tiny it is. And most people, they don't want to sit too long. What they do is that when they go to a salon whereby they have other workers, when 4 people start braiding your head in 2 hours, that means you've seated there for 8 hours. You didn't know. 2 hours from each person, they will finish the hair in 2 hours, meaning that when you add up the 2 hours from your 4 different people, meaning that hair should have lasted 8 hours if it's one person that will do that braid. Do you understand? So that is how it works. So if you have any question so far, we are done, and the wrapping round method, which is one of the natural and traditional method of how you can install your braid. We've done the rubber band method because we include the rubber band. They are giving you the same results. It's just different techniques. Then we did the last one, the natural and traditional method. If you have any question, put it on the comment section. I'm going to answer the question. Apart from that, now let's go into our training head with the little time we have. This is the one I just pinned down. It's 14 pounds. Let me see the price again. It's 14 pounds 2p. I don't know whether it's including they say 100% human hair. It's so good, but the only thing about this hair is that when you have it at first and you find out that, okay, the slipperiness, because when it comes, it's very, very slippery. The more you use it, it's going to turn into matte. It's going to matte itself. Or if you know you're using this hair and it's very slippery, get water in the bottle. Don't put anything on it. You just slightly spray it a bit on it. When you spray it a bit, it's going to matte it a bit. It's going to matte that hair a bit. Then you start using it to braid. Can you see how it is now? It will now calm the slipperiness of this hair a little bit for you to be able to hold on to it. Because most people, when it's too slippery, they don't grab the roots very well. So all you just do, take your this and spray a little bit. This my spray now is not even giving this. I want this part of it. You know that one when you spray like this, just go once. This one is bringing water now. I think it needs to be adjusted. Let me see. Let's see. You know that? Okay, yes. This part, you see, look at how this one is. It just give you that on it. You just add it a little bit to match it a bit. Then you start using the hair, so it will not be so slippery on your hair. Yeah. So now this is the one I just pinned down, and this other one, I have several. I have about 6 mannequin training head in this house, or even 7 different types. So now with this one is the Afro one. Let me pin this one down. Let's pin it down. For those of us that want to use the Afro one. But the only thing is that this one is very short. It's 8 inches. And this 8 inches, for those of us that want to learn how to do cornrows, you can be able to get this one because you use it to practice your braids. We did this online the last time I came. You know how to end up your braids. I taught this method, how to do this here as well. So when you have this one, you can use this simply for cornrows with different type of hair. This short one, this short form, you understand? And this other long one. Let me pin this one down. So all you can get on my showcase, if you want to get any of your materials for training, please go under GraceLawendhair. When you click on it, you see on that profile, you see a showcase. We are TikTok shop. You see a small icon basket, like look like a shop. Look at it. It's written shop. When you click on it, it will take you into the showcase where you get your materials to do hair. Look at it. This one, let me pin this one down. For those of us that want to learn how to braid naturally without adding extension to it, I use this long one. Let's go ahead and pin the long ones. All of them, I've added everything that'll be useful for you while you're doing your braids. Look at the long one here. That one is 26 pounds. Show, I pinned it down. Can everybody see it now? So when you go into everything that I think is okay, I've put it on that showcase. It's from the TikTok shop. It's like I'm going to be sharing the links. I will do a video. When I do a video, I'm going to put all the links of this hair under it, both for YouTube, both for TikTok, and both for Facebook, so that when you click on it, it will take you directly into where you can get your training mannequin head. Yes, Sin, thank you so much. So that is how it works. You see, then you go ahead and get it. If you want the short form, you go ahead and get one. If you want the long one, it's there. The prices are all almost the same thing. Varies from 20 something, but just save about 30 pounds for it. You're going to get a solid one that will be helping you to braid your hair. Because most people will tell you they are selling it for 14 pounds, but at the end of the day, the cost of shipping is 10 pounds. It's the same thing you're paying, 24 to 25 pounds. Then somebody will say, okay, I'm selling it for 25 pounds, no free shipping. It's the same amount you're paying. So it's just better you choose which of them that you want to use. Go ahead and get one for yourself. The more you practice with this, the better you become. You can use this for a lot of things. The more you keep it at home, it's even your kids will going to be using it to learn. My children, I think it's my children that even braided this one. Sometimes I just leave the mannequin training head. They just come there and play with it. So as a mother, when you get it, you use it for yourself to practice. Then you're still passing it up to generation. The kids will use it, they will learn how to do hair, and they will come and do your hair for you while you're doing their hair for them as well. It will come to a point where they will learn and they will start doing, which will inculcate all those things. That is why I come here all the time, because the more we are seeing, and most braiders now, people don't want to go into braiding because it takes time. We don't want to lose the generation of braiding. We want our braid. We still want our braids on. So more people should learn how to do these things. So if you know you have any questions or you've not followed the account, please go ahead and follow the account. Normally I used to come 12 o'clock before, but this day I have to be coming randomly because at the end of the day, you come to give people time, they will not show up. So let's just come randomly, and anybody that shows up, fine. Follow the account. You get the notification. You always get the notification that I'm live. Yes, you always get notification. Click on the notification button, follow the live. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, my love, to the account. It's going to pop up when I'm sending videos. You're going to see the videos. Like today, this morning, I just sent a video of the wrapping round method. Well explained. I'm going to post for the YouTube. I'm going to post the video as soon as I finish. I've sent it on the Facebook and I've sent it on TikTok this morning. So when you go ahead and watch it closely, you find out that it's well explained. The way I explain things here, that's the way I explain it on my videos. Very, very comprehensive enough for you to be able to do it. Even if I am not there showing you, you can be able to watch the videos and do it for yourself. It's very, very important. For those of us that are lovers of braids, let's gather here and do something for ourselves. Get your training materials. All you need is get your clip, you get your bending rollers. I've put everything on the showcase here. So anytime you see me here, click on the shop. You see everything that you required for your training is there. You go ahead and get it. Very, very important. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. If there's no question, then I'll see you in the next class. Let's not take it too long, because tomorrow we're going to be doing different methods. Different because I have 9 methods. I want to be breaking it down. So we'll bring in some days. I'll just come up with only natural and traditional method, because I want people to get used to that method. I will find very difficult. We'll repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until it will get into your hands. Thank you. So cool for following the account. God bless you. Nikki Charles just joined. You're welcome. So follow the account. When I I'm live to teach you. I teach a lot. Or if you want to join my classes, I have classes going on as well. The beginners classes, there's a lot going on in it. The intermediate classes, there's a lot going on in it. And the advanced classes, there's a lot of it going on. But I used to come up online to teach us how to do this. Most people have learned this braid online from me for free, and at the end of the day, they've established themselves. Most of them are doing hair now. Most of them are doing braids at home. For those of us that doesn't want clients coming to their head, you want to go into doing wigs and everything, you just go ahead and learn them. Make money for yourself, side hustle. By the time you find out that your side hustle supersedes the 9 to 5 job you have, you just tell the 9 to 5 job to go and sit down, then you concentrate. But at this point, you keep doing something on the side. Learn a skill. You need to know something. Even if it's one skill, it's going a long way to help us these days. And what you love to do. Most people, they love makeup. You just go, there's a lot of things going on around. If it's makeup, go and do it. If it's hair, go and do it. If it's cooking, there's a lot of skills going on around for you to learn. Pick one thing and learn. Before you know it, you'll be a professional and a master of yourself. You can do things on your own. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this time. I don't take anything for granted. I love you. I've missed everyone for 3 good weeks now. I've not been out because I've been so occupied and busy. So my time now is so precious. When I come out here to do it, you know that Grace really have you in mind. I have every one of us in mind to be able to move us forward. I've said I'm coming to do this and I'll come to do it. So thank you so much for joining me, and God bless you. I'll see you in my next class. So if you have any other question, or you're going to practice this, or you've already purchased for your training head, and you have any question, practice and come and ask your question. Because if you don't do it and you're asking question, it's as if, oh, I don't know what when you try it, you'll be able to know the aspect you want to be able to be helped, and the question that will come towards that. So much, and God bless you. God bless you, everyone, and see you in my next class. My name remains GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair. Go into the showcase, you see a lot of products. Sometimes when I come, I want to showcase. I've not braided my hair here. It's even hair extensions and everything. I'll show you the ones that you can use, that we'll use this time around the summertime. So don't worry. I'm going to do more things. Well done. Thank you so much, Tio. God bless you all for supporting me on this live today. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in my next class. Thank you. Don't worry. Tomorrow, we'll come out tomorrow and do different methods. Be prepared. Be prepared. Because today just took us unaware. Be prepared for tomorrow. The more you practice, the better you become. God bless you all. Let's give this cheers to everybody for supporting me. See you in my next class. And bye. Thank you. Thank you so much, Okay, let's do Facebook first. Thank you so much, Facebook, and God bless you for everyone that's been watching. I know you're going to watch this later on. Please go ahead, ask any question on the comment section, and I'll see you. Love you all. Thank you, and bye. Thank you so much. You too, my lovers. Thank you so much for subscribing. For those of us that have subscribed, like the video, share the videos. I'm going to be posting this video. I'm going to be posting this video now. This the wrapping round method is about 2 minutes plus videos and well explained. You're going to get it once you just try it. You're going to get it. Thank you, and God bless you. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and share the videos, and I'll see you in my next class. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.